Alright, so today I'm going to go through some basic armour maintenance on what you need to do with your armour. I'm a pretty bad person to ask about armour maintenance, as I guess I'm essentially pretty lazy. But when I do fix my own armour, this is what I do. So today I'm just going to be replacing some straps on my arms that snapped off from sparring the other day. So let's do that. What we'll need for this restrapping is some sort of anvil or a hard surface, bell hammer, some clippers of some description, leather punch, some sort of leather, and what else I use are these little flat top nails. Boom, there we go, and just some washers. Whatever size washers you need to get the nail that you're using for your rivet. So yeah, gonna voice over this bad boy. That's the rivet I'm replacing. It snapped off from this strap here. And as you can see, I dodgily stitched two bits of leather together because I didn't want to replace a whole strap and rivet it again. So I've just stitched it together with a sew-all, great tool. But as you can see, it's weakened it at the tip. So I'm just gonna drill that bad boy out and put a new rivet in. So let's go through that. Now my riveting skill is pretty dog shit, as someone would say. So I'm gonna drill out the current rivets or the current current rivets and put new ones in. Alright, so I like to scavenge my leather from old shields or other bits of kit that isn't, rotten through. So here, once again, old shield, pretty busted up shield, so I use that for this strap of my arm. Also, now they got the old piece of leather pretty much thrown away. I got a new piece of leather, we'll cut it down to size, and then we'll put it in, rivet it onto here, hole punch it, trust the old leather punch right here, and yeah, that'll be pretty much it, how to do a rivet, basically. People are going to hate me for doing it, so find a bit of leather, and to cut it, I just use my snippers, there's a car right there, and I just cut it the size. And it works perfectly, cut leather. And I like to pre-drill my holes in my leather before putting the rivet through. I'm sure a lot of people do that as well. And this is where you're going to need your little flat top. And that's going to fit straight in there. No. Through that. Done. As I get the piece here, so this is where the rivet's going to go through. And what I do with this leather bit, being on there as flat as you can to that tip, put it through, boop. Poking out the other side, like such. And you want to leave a little bit of the nail sticking out. Get your clippers, oh my god, yeah. And you want to leave it just a little bit above where you're going to cut it, or you snip it, maybe like that. Snip it. Course. And then you'll have probably this much sticking out. Got your nail chipped onto your leather, and then poke it through the hole, and then you get your washer. Place it on top. Boom. And then you get on top with your hammer, your bell hammer. Here's a quick lesson on riveting from my good mate, Rob from Hammer and Scale, professional blacksmith. Take it away, Rob.
So what you want to do is make sure your rivet is well supported by the anvil underneath, and then work around the edges to start developing the mushroom shape of the anvil. Don't just hit it right in the center, make sure you get the edges and start developing that mushroom head. If it's a bit loose then you can give it a couple of whacks in the center. Now Sam, let's say a couple of your listeners want to take their skills to the next level. When you're doing an articulated joint, you don't want that rivet to be fully closed because that will clamp up the join between the two pieces and you want it to be able to freely rotate. Quickest and easiest way of doing that is just get a bit of cardboard or a bit of spare leather and cut a V slot in it. You can slide that in so it spaces out the rivet as you go, and then rivet as normal. Knock that back down. And then when we take this out, it usually gets a bit jammed. If it gets stuck in there, don't worry, it'll come out eventually. But this way, you'll have a nice free-floating join that's got a really solid mushroom head on both sides.
Thank you so much, Rob. I wish I had a solid mushroom tip on both sides, but all we're doing here is getting your hole punching your holes into whatever tightness you need in your arm, and that's essentially it. Very dodgy way I've done with recycled leather. It doesn't have to be pretty as long as it works. If you like that video, guys, I've got other videos on my channel on how to build a pel, how to use your pel, some basic footwork, basic sword skill, how to assemble your armor, how much armor is worth. All this is on my channel, so please like and subscribe. And once again, a massive thanks to Rob Haynes from Hammer and Scale Armory. If you want any custom jobs done, his link will be in the bio. But yes, like and subscribe, and stay deadly.
Day to day, bout it, got me feeling awesome. We on that mi casa, su casa, and we shot the if you not welcome. I'm slowly slipping, I know that I am. I'm slowly falling, I'm close to my ends. Oh holy, holy, I'm yelling, I'm calling, I'm begging somebody to please take my hand.